There's this particular video that is currently trending where a Nigerian guy, I don't know if that guy is a Nigerian or South African, but I kind of think he's a Nigerian because of the way he analyzed both South African, both Ghanaians under the video. So he was actually sharing the countries with the highest GDP. And to shock you guys, like, the video was fun, initially, but then when it got to the time he mentioned Ghana, I was pissed. I became pissed because these are lots of misconceptions we always face on social media. When we make videos sharing some cultural shocks, why Nigerians are always shocked, we get comments from Ghanaians. They'll be like, why are you guys shocked? This is the reason. I'm going to show you guys the video made by this man and the reasons why he thinks that everything he said about GDP, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. And I'm like, why are most Nigerians living in the past? These guys have actually refused to relearn, unlearn, and become a better version of themselves. And then having a video made by a Nigerian politician where he shared that Nigerian GDP right now massively struggling where it comes to Ghana. I kind of think this video makes sense. It makes sense because it's going to open a lot of eyes to some Nigerians, ignorant ones that always think Ghana is small. Let's watch these videos.
Our economy is going through a tough patch and you are being hurt by it. I know. The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there is not.
African countries with the highest GDP. Number 10, Ivory Coast, $79 billion. Number 9, Tanzania, $84 billion. Yes, they get money from tourism. Number 8, Angola, $90 billion. Angola people, I don't know where you people got this 90 billion from. Maybe you people got it from selling toothpaste or from selling antelope, but because me, I don't know which is your major factor or major production in Africa, I don't know. Number 7, Kenya, $112 billion. Kenya people, Depression Republic, congratulations to you people, but I have a question for you people. How can you people have $112 billion in East Africa alone? How can you people have this kind of money? Why Burundi people are struggling with $2 billion? Because it seems like you Kenyans can decide one day and buy Burundi. This is pure wickedness. You have to make it to be fair. You have to be fair. This has to be a fair competition. Because your economy alone is Burundi, Zambia, and Uganda combined. You people are very wicked. Number 6, Morocco, $147 billion. Number 5, yes, they got that money from selling fish. We all know that. Number 5, Ethiopia, $155 billion. Number 4, Algeria, $224 billion. Number 3, this number 3 is very interesting because they thought they were supposed to be number 1, but they are still number 3. My enemy, Amampiano Republic of South Africa, $380 billion. Number 2, Giant of Africa, Nigeria, $390 billion. I have a problem with this number 2 because Nigeria people, how can you people have $390 billion and you people still treat my people from Ghana like this? Because Ghana people are only common just 30 million. You people have $390 billion and your neighbor is only 30 million, and you people are still threatening them. Every time I post a video, you people be like, if Ghana not pay our money, it no go better for them. Nigeria people, you people are very, very wicked. Forgive and forget. You people have to forgive this debt. Ghanaians and all you people, because you people have $390 billion. Nigeria, please. And number 1, Egypt, $398 billion.
Illiteracy is your problem. How can Lagos GDP or economy be greater than that of Ghana? Let me give you the analysis. In 2022, listen very carefully. The GDP for Nigeria, Lagos State was $29 billion. And the GDP for Ghana in 2022 was $184 billion. So how come we are bigger than Ghana? Now let's go to GDP per capita for 2022. Lagos State was just $2,480. GDP per capita for Ghana was $4,000 $897. So how come you are bigger than Ghana? Now let's look at GDP growth rate. The growth rate of Ghana GDP is 4.8. Lagos is 0.1.
Nigeria is not an oil-rich country. We are an oil-poor country. We are an oil-poor country. Ghana, in terms of per capita wealth from oil, Ghana is wealthier than us. Listen to this now. Ghana has 200,000 barrels per day. What is our population? Divide their population by the barrels that they give. That means that there is more. It's going to give you maybe about $200 for each citizen. When you divide Nigeria's population by our barrels per day, we get $150 per citizen. That is poverty. Look, Qatar, a tiny nation that their population is not up to a Kenya local government. They make $70 billion from oil and gas. How much do we make? We make 36 billion. And then you want to, Saudi Arabia, with a population their population is probably 35 million. So which is just going to be about maybe 15% of ours. They make about $450 billion every year. We make 36 billion. Angola is more oil rich than us. In terms of, if you look at the nations that have mineral resources, because Nigerians, entitlement mentality. Check, Nigeria is not in the top 10. Even in Africa, we're not in the top 5. Congo, DRC, they have more nutrients, more mineral resources than we have. So stop saying that's opinion. People like you are feeding the people wrong opinion. Nigeria is not living at our means. We are living beyond our means.
So this irrational disgust you're seeing right now,
is Ghana really better than Nigeria?
Try to establish that Nigeria is better than Ghana. He said he was going to leave it to us to decide. But at the end of it all, he made a caricature of himself in trying to defend Nigerians, in proving that they are better than Ghana. First off, he spoke about many things. He spoke on many things, He spoke about the music industry, stating emphatically that the Nigerian music is way better than that of Ghana. He spoke about electricity, stating that Ghana is not entirely perfect. A way to excuse himself or exonerate the fact that Nigeria is a country of generator republic, or that Nigeria is a hellhole where darkness only thrives. He also spoke about economy and the good-looking capitals between Nigeria and Accra, between Abuja and Accra. Then, as usual, he spoke about Nigerians being rich from an individual perspective. So some of these things were the things he hinted to prove that Nigeria is better than Ghana. First of all, like I said, I'm not shocked because Nigerians are irrational. They are irrational, irritating, and disgust. They are irrational disgust. I'm a Nigerian and I can tell you this for sure. So let me start out by making a caricature of this person through these following points. First of all, let me get this thing straight about the Nigerian music industry. The Nigerian music industry is not an excellent industry. The Nigerian music industry is not a thriving industry. I will tell people, a number of people would ask me, then why is it that the Nigerian music industry, that the Nigerian music is everywhere around the world? That is the thing that tends to confuse us and giving us the impression that the world enjoys the Nigerian music, giving us the impression that the Nigerian music is everywhere in the world. Please let me get this thing straight. The Nigerian music is everywhere in the world, that's true. Why? Because of the because of the migration crave of Nigerians, the migration syndrome of Nigerians. Nigerians are everywhere in the world because of the Nigerian problem. So Nigerians are festered everywhere around the world like diseases, carrying their toxic nature around the world. Unlike people that go to other parts of the world, forget things about themselves to underlearn or make room for the cultures and natures of the people they go to. Nigerians are like ungodly Canaanite women. Nigerians are like ungodly Philistine women who go to places outside their homes with their gods. If I go to Rome, I behave like a Roman, which means I take up some of their characteristics and their cultures, showing that I welcome and I accept them. I don't take my own plague to their place, because if I take my own plague to their place, I will never see anything that is better. Nigerians are the only sets of people that are well aware that their practices and their mentalities are disgusting, very retrogressive and dwindling. Yet, they would always never part with such. Wherever they go to, they would go with such disease, they will go with such strange gods, they will go with such characteristics which are strange in other people's country. They can never back down. They can never allow those their character. That's the very disgusting thing about them. This was how Nigerians took their stupid music to every part of the world. And they are very loud and convincing. They are very, very loud. Wherever they come to, they are very loud and convincing. It is also a criminal. It is also a criminal tendency. Loud and persuasive, shrewd. That is Nigeria for you. So that was how Nigerians were able to move the Nigerian music all around the world. It's not because the Nigerian music makes a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Nigerian music doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just people dancing and all those things for pleasures and distracting yourself from realities. It is a monkey character. It is a monkey character, always entertaining, no seriousness. That's why they are into criminality. After criminality, they delve into pleasures. Do you understand? Like people without purpose. That's why Nigerians don't have purpose.
I'll tell you guys for free that one of the things that Ghanaians did for themselves is cities appreciating. Like, they've actually boosted their economy to the extent that they're no longer struggling. This is what Nigeria has actually been struggling for years and we couldn't do, right? So we kind of think that most times whenever you mention Nigeria, they believe that because we have Dangote, we have Adeleke Dem, we have Atos, we have Obi Kubana, we have all these rich people, right? They think Nigeria is rich. That is not how people convert the whole GDP thing. You work with the population. What are the population of people rich in Nigeria compared with the population of people struggling in Nigeria? And there are a lot of people in Nigeria that are massively struggling, right? I'm going to put it out there that it's more like the poor are becoming poorer while the rich are becoming richer. Comparing with the marks, the index, right? The population of Ghana and the population of Nigeria, you could tell that a lot of Nigerians are poor, like we are. So hearing it from an analyst and an economist, and this man that is actually very knowledgeable when it comes to GDP, you could tell that where is the lie. Ghana has done so well for themselves that they don't even need any validation. They don't need you to promote them. Like, it is out there. The other day we had this Pastor Suleiman that went for a conference in Ghana. One of the things he said is that the best thing that has happened to Ghana so far is the presence of Ghana President John Mahama. He made a lot of emphasis on the cities, on the economy, and how intentional it is by his staff. Like, he does not condone any sort of corruption. And this brings me to this particular video, because one of the reasons why we are still struggling up until today as Nigerians is the level of corruption we are facing, because even the government wouldn't even let the country grow. I saw a video made by a lady, I think she's a blogger. She said that the Wike has awarded how many acres of land to the son, the last son, 40, I don't even know how many acres of land, but those, the numbers were actually very alarming. Have you guys seen? These are federal properties, state properties. These are what we should have utilized to make the country better, and these things are going into individual pockets. So which way, like, how are we going to survive as Nigerian, right? So when we come across all these kind of videos, and I kind of think that the reason why we have this whole thing is, see, it's okay. I think right now Nigeria should relent. Let us stop living in past glory, because to take it or leave it, if you check the masses of the GDP so far, you see that we've actually gone so low. There was a time we were the giants of Africa, we were balling, things were moving smoothly, but right now we are literally struggling. Like, there's absolutely nothing that is working. One of the things that actually pulled down Nigerian GDP, I can tell you guys for free, is the foreigners are no longer willing to invest. They're no longer willing to partner with Nigeria. Just the other day, we had Ghana partner with China, with Morocco, with Jamaica. A lot of issues. They're not issues. They've actually been collaborating with all these amazing countries, trying to boost their economy, boost their GDP. What are we doing? We're just going to meetings, meeting people in France and all that, coming back, and I don't know. Another thing that even baffles me the most is when our president said that Nigeria is a poor nation. Like, if Nigeria is a poor nation, what are we going to do with our population? There's nothing like population. I want you guys to know. If you have massive population, whatever thing you bring out here would be highly utilized. Imagine with your population and you decide to import toothpick. We have a lot of people using toothpick. You cannot compare with a lesser population. And these are things that boost GDP. Right? So when people come out to say that we are a poor nation, coming from the president of country, calling us poor nation, what are you doing to make sure that the country boosts? Is it you directly or indirectly enriching your pocket? Is that the way forward for Nigeria? Right? So I kind of think that we just need to do better. We need that collaboration. Why would the foreign investors come to Nigeria to invest? So they kidnap them. The level of insecurity is not even helping up. The currency devaluation is not even helping. The electricity is not even helping. Some of the companies that invested in Nigeria, they all ran away, because how do you constantly power your plants, your generators to work? Whereas another country, electricity has actually gone, like, they don't talk about electricity anymore. The likes of Ghana, South Africa, and the rest of them. So I don't know. At this point, I'm going to rest it there, because I would like you to tell me what you think in the comments. And I just believe that all these ignorant Nigerians always come out to say things like Nigeria GDP is high. That was then. That was then. I don't even know when, but just know that every year it is deteriorating and it's getting worse day by day. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching up until now. Let me know what you think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Uju. You're highly welcome to Uncut. To Uju, don't make a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.